18th of May. Can you believe we're halfway through May? And the weather has been very unpredictable, hasn't it? And it keeps changing. And today I was trying to think about what we could do for craft, and I thought that today we would talk about change. And some change is good and some change is bad. So we'll talk about that a bit later on. But would you like to do some singing? Should we go on a bus ride? When I do Music Makers, the most chosen song is always The Wheels on the Bus. Are you ready? So shall we sing Mr. Glee and his Button Factory song? Are you ready?
Made the floor into a trampoline.
It's a jumping. Shoulders, knees and toes. Are you ready? Get all your hands up. Ready?
Hey, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Hey, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Toes and knees and mouth and eyes. Hey, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Do you know, last week we couldn't do singing because last week the kitchen was everywhere and we were decorating. And I think Meg's going to show you our new colours of our kitchen that you can have a little look round and see. So we've got peach. I was thinking it was going to be coral, but I think it's more peach.
It's orange.
And oh, Meg says it's orange, but it's more peach. And then we've got blue down this end. And look at the wall with the parrots. We've got parrots. Oh, and a new bed for the dogs. So it's been a little bit of change here as well. And when I was thinking about changes, I was thinking of all different sorts of changes. So I was thinking, what else changes? So we put pictures back up yesterday, and I love photos. Do you like photos? I love photos. And we put these pictures back up yesterday, and there's all these pictures of people, and some of them have really changed. Because like this picture here is of me and my brother when we were really little. And I'm not really little now, and neither is he.
You're still quite short.
Well, I'm a bit short, but you know, not that short. And what else has changed? And this is my Auntie Chris, and she's not here anymore. And this is Megan, Gemma and Jonah when they were little. And Annie and Lucy. And oh, and Laurie there, look, can you see? So lots of people have changed. And there's a picture over here that I really love. It's going up on the wall, but this is my little brother Laurie. And my little brother Laurie is a lot older now, and he's got a little girl called Phoebe, and she watches. And I'm not sure if you're watching today, but hi Phoebe.
Odette is watching.
Oh, Odette.
And Hazel.
Oh, my mum and my stepmom are watching. Morning. And so I love this picture because it reminds me of when we went for a lovely walk in the forest when Laurie was very little and he came to visit us. So change, sometimes change is good and sometimes change isn't. And so I thought we would talk about change today. Now, a year ago, when we were really in lockdown, my friend Kim, who's also my next door neighbour, she is very, very clever. She's an artist. And she wrote a book, and it was called Here and There. And I know that quite a lot of you have got this book. And so I thought I'd just read the first little bit from this book. Here and There by Kim Gregory. I'm here, you're there. You're there. It's further away, isn't it? I'm here. Really close. Oh, that made Peggy bark. There and here. Here and there. But just not together. I said. I was thinking the same thing, you said. I know, I said. I'm just going to say this out loud. It was better when we were in the same place. I think you're right, you rightly said. Oh. Now we can't play games, we can't eat ice cream, we can't go on the swings, we can't run, we can't laugh at funny dogs, and we can't climb trees, we can't hug, we can't build dens, we can't drink hot chocolate, we can't we? You said. We looked around us in the places where we were, and this is what we saw. And they looked around and they saw all these different things, and they were in different places, but they still saw the same things. They saw swings, and they saw ice cream vans, and they saw funny dogs. But wait! Hugs, I said. We can't hug. I'm not going to read anymore. You'll have to read your own book. But one of the rule changes yesterday was that you can choose to hug somebody. And so I think now, shall we let our bears hug? Because they've been sitting apart on the windowsill for a whole year. You might have to move the camera again. Look, so we'll bring this bear over to here, and this bear over to here. Look, we're going to have to mind the plant pot out of the way, and then they can hug. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? So who are you going to choose to hug? got to choose very wisely who you hug. And don't hug too many people, because we've still got to be very careful, haven't we? So I think, shall we do a song before we talk about any more change, before we do a craft? Let's see, what song shall we do? I think, do you know what, there's a song on our CD called Hey Little Bear. Now I haven't got a bear with me. Oh, I have got a bear, I've got bears there, I'm going to use those. Oh, look, I'm going to use these bears. And it's Hey Little Bear, and it's how much you love your little bear, that you hug them so much. So shall we sing Hey Little Bear? Now we've got a couple of things to do. I thought it'd be really good to show you a little thing that you can do with Skittles. Okay, so I'm going to put some Skittles on my plate. I'm not sure if you might need to move the camera a little bit closer. Oh, that one's a bit different, so I might just eat that one. Right. So, oh, I might have to get too many. Megan's eating them too. She my Skittles.
You don't like the green ones?
No. Anyone that really knows me should know that I don't like green sweets. I don't know why. And so when my little brother was little, I used to tell him that green sweets were bogey sweets. Now, I always thought green sweets were bogey sweets, but I used to tell Laurie that green sweets had superpowers. And so then he always wanted to eat my green sweets, which was very funny. Right, okay, I don't know if I've done this right or not, I can't remember.
Don't you put them around the outside?
I think we did put them around the outside. I haven't done this in such a long time, I couldn't remember what I was doing. Okay, we're going to try it around the outside. If it doesn't go right, we'll do it again. Okay, and so here's my Skittles on the plate. Oh look, there's one too many there. Oh, maybe I'll put it over there.
No, perfect amount.
Perfect amount. It's a good job that we ate a couple. Okay, and they're all lovely round Skittles in a round plate, and there's green and purple and yellow and red, and there's all different colours. Until maybe if I add something to change them. Are you ready? Let's see if it works. I'm just adding some warm water. Let's see what happens. If it doesn't work, then we might have to do it again. Haven't done it for such a long time. Shall I add a little bit more just in case? Might have to have another plate, Meg. Oh, something's happening. Do you need to come in really close to see what's happening? Watch this. This is so cool. Can you see it changing? It's a bit slow, but it's getting there. Can you see all the colours spreading out and changing? Wow. Which colours do you like the best to change in? Do you like the red and the yellow ones? Or do you like the green and the purple ones? Or do you like all of them? That's really cool, isn't it? Look, can you see how the colours are spreading out into the middle of the plate? And they're going beautiful. And that was just by adding some warm water. And it's really cool, and you can arrange them in different orders, and you can do like rainbow ones and things like that as well. It's really cool. This is quite slow, isn't it? But it's quite lovely. Should we put some music on while you're watching? I don't know, I'm going to put some music on while you're watching. A little bit of lovely music.
Check back later.
Yeah, should we check back later on this? Let's move it over really carefully and we'll check back later. Oh, let's check back later now. I'm going to move it over really, really carefully because I don't want to disturb it really. Hold on a minute. Let's move these things out of the way. These things are the next thing. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm disturbing it a little bit. Oh, I might have disturbed it a bit too much. They might have mixed all together now. Oh well, never mind, it was good. Okay, so we are going to do a craft about change. And I was thinking about what we could do, and I thought, Megan, no, I'll do it with my hand. I thought, that's fine, I'll do it with my hand. I'll draw around my hand, okay? So you can get a big piece of paper, and if you haven't got any big paper, you could use some old wallpaper. We've got some old wallpaper here.
I think most of their hands are going to be a little bit littler than yours.
Yeah, they will be a bit smaller than mine. But even if you're a mummy or a daddy or a nanny, you can still do this. So you might have bigger hands. Because when you're little, your hands are small, and as you grow, they change and get bigger. And so I am going to write me in the middle of my hand. Can you see? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my hand. What colour shall I paint it, Nick?
You like blue.
I do, I really like blue, so I'm going to paint it blue. Okay? I'm going to put some blue paint on my hand. And this might take a little bit of time, not lots of time, but it might take a little bit of time. And just to paint it in.
Oh, do you know what kind of blue that is, Mum?
What colour blue is this?
It's Leicester City blue.
Actually, I think you'll find it's not Leicester City blue. Megan's being a bit mean, isn't she? Because she knows that Leicester City beat Chelsea in the FA Cup the other day. She's been a little bit mean to her mummy, I think. She's been very naughty.
It's not naughty. It's Leicester City blue.
It's more Leicester City blue than Chelsea blue.
Okay, but I'm sitting in a room that is definitely Chelsea blue. Just so anyone knows. Okay, so I've got blue round and a bit more blue round here as well. Okay, so this is me, this is my hand, okay? And so, the craft that I thought we could do today is that you can do your hand, and then I'm going to use toilet rolls, because I do love a toilet roll. I'm going to use some toilet rolls to do circles, because when we're now starting to go out and meet people and see people, and sometimes even hug people, don't forget to be choosy, then all of a sudden it's not just going to be me, is it? It's going to be other people. So I'm going to put circles of other people around my hand. Can you see that? I'll move my tea out of the way. Okay, do you need to come in a bit closer or are you okay there?
Yeah, I'll come round.
Okay. I'm doing a nice big circle around my hand. What did you do?
Pressed finish, but I cancelled it. It's fine.
Okay, we nearly ended up early there. Okay, nice big circle. Oh, I've squelched a bit of orange paint there as well, but hopefully Are we back all right now, are
Yeah.
we? Okay. And then I'm going to do a circle with some yellow. Okay. Let's do some yellow around. Because as we start going out a bit more and seeing more people, our circle of people and friends gets bigger, doesn't it? And so, this is a little bit bigger. Do you like paint? I like paint. I like painting with toilet rolls because you can make the toilet roll into different shapes. Do you remember when we did the craft? When you made the toilet roll into a heart? That's around somewhere. I think it is anyway. Is it there? No. It might be in there somewhere. I don't think I got rid of it. Oh, thank you. Well done. Okay. And then I might do a red. Well, this is daring, isn't it? But I'm going to do it with hearts because I've got this heart shape. Can you see? That's from when we did it before. So I'm going to do some hearts around the outside. Okay. Oh, Peggy! Peggy's barking at somebody. Jonah's just come into the room, and so Peggy's barking at Jonah. Right, we're nearly there. We've got some red hearts going round. Now you could just leave this as it is, and you could have a nice, pretty pattern going round with hearts and circles. Okay, and that, if you want to do that, that is absolutely fine. But I think it's really important to know that when we meet people and when we see people, we can change people too by how we say things and how we do things. So this will either work or it won't work.
We think it looks pretty like that.
It does look pretty like that. So I might just do a little bit to show you. Okay, because I did it earlier on.
Yeah, because you're not going to affect everyone.
No, because I did it earlier on when I was practicing, and I used the wrong colours and it came out a little bit dark. And so, okay, so we're going to try to see. If I say something kind to people, then that might have an effect on them. Okay? And if I do something nice for people, then that might show something that would be really nice. Can you see the blue going through? Let's see if you can see some blue going through. So you see that blue that's at the end there? That's because I said something kind or I did something nice. So you can decide whether you wish to do this with your picture, because obviously you might not want to. But I think it shows you that how you are affects other people. So if you wake up in a grumpy mood, sometimes it can make everyone grumpy. If you wake up in a happy mood, then everyone can be happy. What do you think? Do you think I should do it all the way around, or do you think I should leave it? Shall I just do this bottom bit? I've got advisors this morning, everybody. I've got Gemma and Megan advising me this morning. There you go, look. Okay? So there you go. This is just a washing up sponge that I cut up. So I think that shows us that we can have an effect on people around us. And now that we're allowed to go out and see people a little bit more, let's just make sure that we have a really good effect, shall we? And that they're happy to see us. And I've got paint on my hands now. Rub it in, shall I? Rub it in there. Oh, there you go. Right, shall we do some songs just to finish? I think we might do, I think actually earlier, when we were talking about change, I went out in my garden and I noticed how much the garden had changed because of all this rain. So shall we go out and have a look and see if we can see some changes in the garden? And I do think that we might need to find some sticks and worms and squirrels, I think. And also I think, Gemma, you might need to come because the music might need to come with us. I'm going to take this. Oh, hold on a minute. No, because it's a toy. Okay, well, we'll go and look at the changes. And Gemma will move the music, and when we're ready, she'll put sticks and worms and squirrels on. Oh, are you ready? We'll go out to the garden. Okay. Now, I got very excited the other day because my hosta, which is a plant's name, started growing. And I thought it died. But then when it started growing it was beautiful, and then it started changing because I think snails and slugs are eating it. So I've been putting cucumber around it to see if I can stop them, but they don't seem to be stopping. So that's changed. What else has changed? Oh, look, these plants are starting to grow. Can you see the flowers there? They're starting to grow, and then when they've really grown, they'll really grow over, and you'll see them from far away. Now, this is a change. Now, do you remember I did some sunflower seeds? Do you remember that? Well, I planted them all up and they grew lovely, but what's changed is that Wilbur has eaten the top of the heads of most of them. Now, this one has survived, and this one.
Oh,
and this little one
Wilbur.
here.
Wilbur, stop eating the plants.
But most of them have actually been eaten. Most of them have actually been eaten. So that's changed. Oh, let's go and look for some sticks and worms and squirrels. Shall we turn it up a little bit? Are you ready?
My favourite days are welly boot days, 'cause welly boot days are fun. It means I'm getting grubby or wet, I'm happy either one. I love to go exploring, looking up and down. The floor is full of treasures and the trees are full of fun. Oh, sticks and worms and squirrels, fur cones, trees and bugs, exploring through the woods and finding treasures that I love. Oh, sticks and worms and squirrels, fur cones, trees and bugs, exploring through the woods and finding treasures that I love. I've laid out all my treasures, so many things to hold. Nature is more valuable than loads and loads of gold. Tiny stones and fir cones, helicopter seeds and leaves. Look at my collection, I am really truly super duper pleased. Oh, sticks and worms and squirrels, fir cones, trees and bugs, exploring through the woods and finding treasures that I love. Oh, sticks and worms and squirrels, fir cones, trees and bugs, exploring through the woods and finding treasures that I love. Exploring through the woods and finding treasures that I love. Exploring through the woods and finding treasures that I love.
Oh, have we got any more treasures over here? Oh wow, look, we've got our sock wooden roof. Can you remember this one? And a hedgehog. Oh, I think the hedgehog might just about fit in my net. Well, I think we've probably done enough singing and craft for today, do you? Perhaps you'd like to join us next Tuesday for another morning. And you have a good week, and just remember that what you do can change things around you. So do really good things today. Okay, have a lovely day.